Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying out today is Skyrider Stompy. So all built around Skyrider Patrol here, two a green and a blue, so 4 converted mana cost, Elf Scout. I tried building a Scout tribal deck and it doesn't really work out anyway, so it has flying at the beginning of combat. On your turn you may pay a green and a blue, and when you do, put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature you control. That creature gains flying until end of turn. So basically the idea of the deck is make Ghalta flying, so I mean he can't be blocked no matter what. Or, I mean, he can be blocked by flying creatures, but swing in for 13/13 in the air. Same thing with Carnage Tyrant, Miltani. I've kind of pulled around a little bit more janky of this time because I did play this deck before rotation, and kind of. Anyway, I wanted to change things up a little bit. So the other side of it is Nullhide Ferox, where Nullhide Ferox is awesome. He does stop us from doing some of the stuff we want to do, like Rabid Bites, Dive Downs, Hadana's Climb, Vivian Reed, but all those things are things I'm willing to pay a little bit extra for when the time comes. And so I think Nullhide Ferox really fits well in this deck because we're giving people flying and counters and all this stuff just with our creatures. We have a lot of ramps to try to make that happen. We have the one of Pelt Collector. You could probably go up another one. Maybe you could go down a Dive Down. I don't know. Dive Down's pretty good in this deck. But yeah, so that's the idea of it. Just get massive creatures, massive bodies on the board, and then give them flying and swing in. Gigantosaurus is pretty difficult here. Until we get better lands, I'm having to put in a couple of islands to make sure that we can actually hit all this stuff here. So I only put one of Gigantosaurus in here, but I feel like he still deserved a spot because even if it isn't on turn 5, a 10/10 on turn 6 that can fly for 11 the next turn. Because the biggest downside of this card right here is that it doesn't have trample. It doesn't have a way to get through for 5 mana, which then it would be insanely broken. But once we give it flying and make it 11/11, like it's insane. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, and yeah, here we go. If you guys want to pick up some of these cards in paper, then check out flipsidegaming.com, where you can use the promo code Jeff, Jeff, to get 10% off on any orders over $10. All right, here we are playing Skyrider Stompy against Curry, and I'm excited to be playing something Simic. I feel like I've not played enough stuff in blue and green for a long time now. Ugh. Is turn 4 Ferox good enough? No. Not with all the other things we can do in this deck. Yeah, this is a lot better. So Llanowar, yeah, we're going to keep this. And yes, Forest on top. Yeah, we do want Forest on top. In case we don't hit this Llanowar, like, in case he doesn't survive. But yeah, next turn we have Pelt Collector into Thorn Lieutenant. And that's good against red. We'll see if they have the shock here, though. Shock? Ah, of course you do. Big meanie. Do we go for Pelt Collector? I think Thorn Lieutenant is just like the best thing against red. So yeah, Thorn Lieutenant comes down. There's plenty of big things to be growing off Pelt Collector here. I'd rather spend my money or my mana wisely and then grow it later on. So Lava Coil does get targeted, does create an elf here, does get exiled though. All right, Skyrider Patrol. So our guy does come down here. Let's go ahead and we need to look for land. We need to look for blue, look for better stuff. So let's go ahead and Jade Light here versus Pelt Collector first. Dive down. We're going to go Graveyard and Forest and swing in and pass the turn. All right, so they do know that we're playing blue now, unfortunately. Lava Runner and Lava Runner and no blockers. I mean, we can still race them at the moment. They have 3 cards in hand. We have a possible Carnage Tyrant coming up. So Pelt Collector. And we'll just keep racing for now. Pass the turn. Yep, swings in. Experimental Frenzy is pretty bad. No blockers. Down to 12. And Rekindling Phoenix. That's very bad. Alright, Llanowar Elves. Huh. Pass the turn. This is bad. This is very bad. Alright, just swinging with the Phoenix. So 2 more turns to try to find answers here. We really needed land there. I think that's just game. Pass the turn. We really don't have anything else that flies in the air except Skyrider Patrol, and that's not quite big enough to actually do anything here. I mean, if we had a couple turns with it before this came down, yeah, there we go, there's Rainfire. We had a couple turns, we could have gotten it big enough to keep blocking the Phoenix. But yeah, that's a shame. Alrighty, here we are against Dralbert, or DDR Albert. Awesome. Dance Dance Revolution guy. This is awesome, man. Who out there is actually good at Dance Dance Revolution? If you are, all power to you. I mean, turn 3 Still Leaf isn't bad into Vinemare. I mean, it's a little slow. We're going to keep it. I do like that I feel like I've not been running into the same color decks. Like I feel like the auto match thing has changed up a little bit here. Where I've not been running into cards playing the same cards I am, or decks playing the same cards I am. All right, slow stat, or yeah, control can be pretty bad. Search for Ghalta. All right, so we do get Still Leaf down, which is pretty good. Settle the Wreckage is really like the main thing that they can play against that. So Still Leaf comes down. Yep. Gets to search. Teferi, so they already have a Teferi, or at least we're pretty no land, that's what they're looking for. Alright, so that's good. So now we play Island, go to combat, and we'll see if they seal away. So no seal away. Do we just always keep this up in case of seal away or something? Let's try for Vinemare. I'm guessing Edson Scatter. No, okay, so we have a pretty fast clock now, and they have to get rid of 2 things. Yeah, never drew into land, so there we go. All right, that works. That works. All right, here we are against Aluvard. I really think that blue and green in the next set really needs some more hexproof abilities. Like, we have Dive Down, which is good in blue, but I'm really missing Blossoming Defense. And I understand it was a little bit broken at 1 mana, and giving it pumps as well. I think that you can make a version, that doesn't pump them as well, that is still going to be played, because hexproof at 1 mana is just worth it. It's awesome. Yep, Forest, pass the turn. So Jade Light into Ferox. Well, Ferox gives us Ghalta the next turn, I do believe. As long as we get any counters on this guy. Alright. Hinterland Harbor, Jade Light. So we're looking very much like a Merfolk deck now. Not anymore. Yeah, we're going to keep that in the library. Absolutely. Get a couple counters. Now we can actually block the Rigging Runner. I mean, he can pump here. They can probably give him something here. And a Menacey guy. Alright, so now they're not going to swing in. So that's good. Any turns we can make sure they don't do that. Fantastic. Alright, Nullhide Ferox. And no attackers. So I think Ghalta next turn will probably just stop these guys in their tracks. Like, I don't know how a mono red deck really handles a Ghalta. I mean, except for they can block him, but that's where Skyrider Patrol starts getting crazy. All right, so play Forest. So actually, what we could do is we could Still Leaf and let's see here. Yeah, let's see. Ghalta and Still Leaf. So Ghalta, Still Leaf. If we draw into blue mana, then we can actually fly over next turn. So no attackers. Rigging Runner is pretty big now. I wish there was a thank you. Whenever people said nice, just like, thank you. Man. So creatures with Defender can't block this turn. Alright. Well, we will definitely kill this guy. Very well. Very much dead. Alright, Skyrider Patrol. Alright, we're going to play the land. Skyrider Patrol. Go to combat. And pay a blue. Pay a green. Give Ghalta flying with... so fly for a 13/13. It ain't bad. I love this deck so much. Skirk Prospector and Legion War Boss. I think he's just playing his hand and kind of calling it quits. He might swing all in here, actually. Actually, this is a pretty dangerous swing all in. We definitely have to block big stuff. I would just swing with everything. I don't think we die, but yeah, Mentors on Banneret probably. Alright, so we will keep this guy alive. That's important. We will kill Trashmaster for sure. Kill a Legion War Boss. And we're fine trading this guy off. So let's kill. We can't hit the Menace guy. Banneret is pretty bad along the way. So yeah, we're just going to do that. 4 blockers. And I think we dropped down to, yeah, 7. So, I mean, there was still a lot of damage there. There just isn't an answer for Ghalta. And, yeah. Man, Ghalta is so fun. Like, this deck is fun. And that's really what we're wanting to do. Get to a point where we have 2 blue mana sources on turn 6, play him, make Ghalta swing in flying. Like, that's... If we can do that every time we're consistently, it's insane. Alright, he's just sacking people. He doesn't have any cards in hand, so... We're going to let him do it. Let him have his fun. But yeah, so yeah, let me know what you guys think of this deck down in the comments below, because this is fun. Definitely fun stuff. And yeah, then opponent scoops up. Alright. There we go. A flying Ghalta. Apparently pretty good. Yep. Alright, here we are with Flying Ghaltas again against Neo Dios. Neo Dios. And, yeah. This deck's fun. This deck is fun. I really do think blue-green just go so well together. Again, turn 3 Still Leaf is never bad, especially going first. We have Jade Light for really hurting for mana by that time. We'll play it. Mono red isn't as scary on the draw, so Llanowar. Plains pass the turn. We'll see what they got. We might try for a Jade Light to block a Still Leaf. All right, Rejuvenator. Now I think we can get the Jade Light instead here. I'm really wanting land. If we draw into a blue source, then I think we're okay. Well, there's a blue source. Alright, so then in that case, we Still Leaf Champion. We're going to start turning on our beats a little bit here. Assassin's Trophy is a possibility. That helps us grab our other island. That's another reason why I always like to play at least a couple basics, even when you're kind of splashing a color, is that Assassin's Trophy is still common enough. Settle the Wreckage is still common enough that it can really help you out a ton to have at least 1 or 2 basics. Overgrown Tomb tapped. And Rust's Contempt. Fine. Kill our big stuff. Alright, Carnage Tyrant's going to be good here. So let's island, and I actually want to get Skyrider Patrol down. That's probably the wrong play, but we're trying to show off how good this card is, kind of. I think this is actually a pretty legit card. Yeah. It does have to make it to combat before it can do anything good. But we can play Druid of the Cowl and start pumping our stuff next turn. I mean, we can also just Vivian Reed, but it's a decent blocker. Poison Tip Archer. That's not as good. It does have Reach and Death Touch. That's pretty bad for us. I mean, the biggest thing... Last turn we probably should have played Jade Light Ranger or Druid of the Cowl. That way we can... If we drew land, we could have hit Carnage Tyrant. This time we're just going to play both. Yeah, I think we just play both here. So we're gonna get some stuff on the battlefield. Tishana. Yeah, we're gonna keep it. Yeah, library. Keep it big. Druid of the Cowl. And no attacker. So this is, I like Tishana as a way to fill the deck, fill your hand after you have like a bunch of rampers, you know, everything like that. Like we do have we still have quite a few lands in this for a ramping type of deck. So we can hit 7 mana pretty easily, or pretty consistently at least, as long as we go semi-late game. Seeker Squire. Alright, if they get a Ritual set, we're going to take a big beating. Really big beating. So down to 1 card in hand. We have Carnage Tyrant for next turn. I mean, if we play Vivian Reed, they have to start swinging in. Which we start taking damage from. Let's Carnage Tyrant while we can. That is pretty good. Yep, no attackers. We still can't swing in until we find a way to kill this Poison Tip Archer. What we could do is just pump the Skyrider Patrol and start swinging in. Alright, no land. Alright, let's Vivian Reed.
Would you like to see what's left of Sky?
Yeah, so it's only a creature with flying, so we can't kill any creatures here. Carnage Tyrant's not bad. Land gives us something. Land is, I think, a little bit better here. Man, Rabid Bite going to the bottom is bad. Alright, we're going to go Forest over Carnage Tyrant, which probably is the wrong play. Play Pelt Collector. And no attackers. And, I mean, if we can ever just get the ultimate off on Vivian Reed, then I think that's pretty much game. A lot of Explorers. I'm really glad they haven't found a Walker. Alright, there's a Carnage Tyrant. That's bad. Alright, we do have Tishana here, though. So let's draw first, just to make sure.
I've seen things that would break someone like you.
Man, Ghalta. Ghalta's good. Yeah, we're going to take a Ghalta. And Tishana. Draw some cards here. So getting our card advantage going. So you draw a card for each creature you control. So we draw 6. Play a Forest. No attackers. They're going to have Carnage Tyrant next turn, which we can Rabid Bite. We can't Rabid Bite the Carnage Tyrant, but we can kill the Poison Tip Archer at least, and then swing in over the top with the Carnage Tyrant, have Ghalta for a blocker. Yeah, so next turn is looking pretty good. Alright, what you doing? So as long as they're not swinging in with all their creatures, we're actually in really good shape here. We're just going to keep ticking up, protect our Vivian Reed as best we can. Alright, so Forest. Yeah, tick up first. Let's do draw first. I should have drawn to see if we can draw Island. Yeah, so Hinterland Harbor. Ghalta. So next turn we can Skyrider Patrol and pump another thing here. Rabid Bite. This just deals damage, right? So yeah, so Ghalta hits Poison Tip Archer. Go to combat. Pay a blue, play a green on Carnage Tyrant. Swing in for 8. Down to 14. And yeah. Yeah, that's what we're doing. And opponent skips it up. Alright. Yes! Oh man, this deck. That is why I wanted Tishana for exactly that reason. I didn't think I would want it that often or in that many games, but I felt like it's a perfect one of for this deck where you can possibly draw into it, refill your hand in the late game if you're just kind of stonewalling people, to draw into the things that you're needing to just kind of combo off. And so, yeah, that man, this deck is fun. We're gonna play again. All right, here we are against Huvitnir and Huvitnir, and yeah, we're gonna play some Skyrider Stompy. Gonna be swinging in with Ghaltas and stuff. Thorn Lieutenant turn 2 with dive down isn't that bad. It isn't that good. Do we mulligan this? No. We probably should have mulligan, but I'm famous for not mulliganing cheap hands. Yep, Scries puts on bottom. That's a good sign. Maybe. Fanatical Firebrand. Alright, Thorn Lieutenant is looking better. Better and better. Alright, let's go Hinterland Harbor, Thorn Lieutenant. So can't play Still Leaf Champion next turn. Saying nice. This is a pretty good blocker against everything mono red, especially with dive down. We're just probably gonna hold up a dive down the entire time with this guy because it's so good. All right, yep, forest. Pass the turn. We're hoping that they try to target it twice, like with Fanatical Firebrand and something else here. All right, so Wizard's Lightning targets. We dive down. Thanks for an elf. Man, you guys are so nice. Want to say good game. Yep. Fanatical Firebrand. Now if they target it ever, they have to do it twice. Yeah, this Thorn Lieutenant with dive down is insane. It really is. Alright, Island. Oh, you know what? I should have played Forest just in case of like Gigantosaurus. But yeah, no attackers. Okay, they are going to spend Firebrand to kill our small fellow there. And as long as we let this go late game, our Multanis and Tishanas... I mean, Tishana needs to have more creatures out here, but still in decent shape. Alright, we'll play Forest and Vivian Reed. And they only have 2 mana still. I mean, opponent is pretty mana screwed for the moment. Alright, we're looking for... We have enough for Carnage Tyrant next turn, right? Yeah, so Carnage Tyrant. We'll do that, I guess. Carnage Tyrant into Multani. Yeah, no attackers. Keep a blocker for Vivian here. Alright, so does Lightning Strike. We are going to kill the Pyromancer. Lava Runner is going to be able to be hasty here. Alright, so they're swinging for 4 here. That's fine. This is where Tishana definitely doesn't look as pretty.
Most wounds can heal.
Alright, I mean, I guess we draw first, just in case there's something better here.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
Carnage Tyrant number 2. That's good. Yeah, so, I mean, Carnage Tyrant into Carnage Tyrant. Yeah, opponent skips it up. So oh, this deck. I mean, he still only had 2 lands, so that's probably part of it as well. Yeah, we're going to go again. We really have only got the combo off once, so... Alright, we are against the Magician. Is it Magician? It's C-I-A-N, right? I can spell. Alright, Magician. Alright, and, oh man. Turn 4 Ferox we put away before. If we can keep this, I mean, we have a lot of early things to be drawing into. So forest past the turn. Like, we only have so many things on the top end, and we're holding a lot of them. So, all right. This is looking worse. We're not going to show the blue just yet. All right, forest past the turn. Against red, too. Ugh, man. We played against red a lot. A lot. Nest robber. All right. Little hasty fellow there. Well, okay. We're going to keep putting down green for Gigantosaurus. Only need the one blue Saurus when it comes in here. We will Nullhide Feryx before Skyrider Patrol. Alright. So, Thorn Lieutenant does kill their thing. We empty their board. But Nullhide Feryx is just amazing. So, I mean, we play that. Alright, so next turn we can Thorn Lieutenant. Can we play Ghalta next turn? I don't actually think so. Not unless we get something else here. Even Still Leaf doesn't work because we might just have to pay in Rabid Bite here. Skyrider Patrol kills it. So let's go to combat first, attack in. So we would have to sack both of these to ever... Yeah, so let's... Oh, man, yeah, let's use his ability. Rabid Bite. I mean, he might be able to just get it back this turn. But we're getting rid of a flying threat. We did tap down for Nest Robber to keep coming in, but I mean... Ooh, that's bad. Down to 6, alright. Let's see here. Skyrider Patrol. In case of Phoenixes. And Llanowar. No attackers this time. That's big and tramply. I think this is just a haste tribal deck. Which I actually was trying to build one. And it's, I mean, it's powerful. I also played really slow. Alright, not haste tribal. Dang, it kills our Llanowar. That's just rude. We have to block everything, though. Shocks. Do they have another shock? I mean, yeah, they should swing in here. And we have to be able to play enough stuff to... They might have us. They might just have us here. If we draw land, we have a shot. If they have Lightning Strike, though, I mean... Alright, so land helps. So, Nullhide Feryx. Number 2, Thorn Lieutenant. And pass the turn. And if they have another Arclight Phoenix, then we're dead. Arclight Phoenix number 2. Alright. Well. Yep, good game. Oh man, well, that's rough. Yep, alright, we're going to call it at that one. Alright, well, there is Skyrider Stompy, and I hope you guys enjoyed the deck because this is so much fun. I love playing this deck, and I don't know why I haven't rebuilt it since rotation, but I'm glad I did, and this is one I'm definitely going to just, like, this is one of those decks where you just keep on hand just in case you ever play, like, direct challenges. You'll probably have me play this almost every direct challenge because I just love the deck so much. We never really drew into Hadana's Climb, which I think would be amazing with this as well. Just kind of growing her already big things makes them even more difficult to deal with, especially everything with Hexproof. And then Skyrider Patrol, I mean, we did finally get the combo off on it once. I mean, we were playing kind of just mono green Stompy there. I felt like most of the time, but Dive Down kind of showed up as well. Tishana showed up. Like all of these things did show up in this mono green type of package that I think were very helpful. So I think that going blue green is the right way to go. You might lose out on Gigantosaurus. You may occasionally lose out on the consistency of Steel Leaf Champion as well. So once the new lands come in, then I think that this is going to be a really solid deck. I think if we ever get something that's just gives hexproof for in green itself, then I mean it's kind of an unstoppable combo. I mean, Steel Leaf Champion, if they can't remove it on that first turn, if they waste a removal spell on that Thorn Lieutenant, like this really starts going crazy. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the deck. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much, and bye bye.